Hey, what's going on? This is Justin here, back with another creator commentary. Today we are talking about the Juju sticker sheet that I created for the upcoming Kickstarter campaign. Now, I normally don't start doing these rewards this early on, but the company that I used the sticker sheets for was having a really good deal, and they were doing like 50 sheets for like $30. So it was a time deal, so I felt like I had to get through this really quickly, and this is what I came up with. So you'll see here that I am constantly pulling up the portfolio page as a reference because I still have not fully committed to memorizing the looks of all the different Jujus that I've done throughout all the different stories. So you'll see it constantly pop up throughout this time-lapse video. And, I figured I'd talk about the Kickstarter campaign or the idea behind it and why I think it was a good time to finally collect all these stories together. And in my mind, I thought I would be making Juju comics forever because my niece I was basically just mining her childhood for stories and ideas, and she was constantly doing something new and fun when I would play with her when she was younger. And time sort of just escapes you when you're doing your daily life, living your life, making things, and you just get so occupied with what's going around you don't realize all the different changes that are happening to the people in your life, and what's going on with them. And my brother told me that Juju is going into high school next year, and that sort of blew my mind. I was like, oh no. She's older now, she's a teenager. Like, where did the time go? And learning that information felt like a sign that I should stop. And within that time frame, when I did the first Juju story, Juju in the Jungle, to now, I had a child of my own. And weirdly enough, Juju looks like my kid. The cartoon version of Juju, the comic version of Juju, looks like my kid now. So I took those as indicators to start fixating. Not that I haven't been, but like to really focus and hone in on my own kid's childhood and give her wonderful memories and play with her as much as I can. And truly what these comics were about when I first started them was just like, I loved all the stuff that she did when she was younger, and I wanted to put that on paper because she had such a vivid imagination and such a colorful one. And truly, when you put it all together, collected, you have this snapshot of childhood, this snapshot of what an imagination at play was like. And that's something we tend to lose as we get older, I feel. And I've been pitching Juju as a comic one-shot for a long time, but I had more stories to tell. And some of these later stories, I started infusing a little bit more of our culture into it. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really cool collection. And oddly enough, the prep work for this Kickstarter started with this sticker sheet because I am thinking about what I want to offer in terms of extra goodies and things that you could combine with the actual book. And I love showcasing these first couple outfits, different variations of Juju throughout the book. She's got a couple more looks that I'm working on for the final 2 or 3 stories. So maybe one of the stretch goals could be a second sticker sheet with the remaining Juju outfits. And that would be kind of fun. Or I could do like a whole sticker sheet of the side characters, or even Jerry, because Jerry has some different iterations as well. I've always envisioned it as a comic book one-shot because something about that just also reminds me of childhood, and I think I want to stick to that. It's slowly coming together, and my brother has been working on all the different titles for each of the stories. I was really bummed that I had to shelf Juju for a little bit because Victor and I were so focused on wrapping up Wonder Care Presents the Kindergardians, and I really wanted that to go on a high note, which I think it did. The time off of Juju actually helped because then it let me focus on what I really wanted to say and what I really wanted to show with all these stories. And what that is, again, a snapshot of an imagination at play, of youth. So I'm hoping I hit my goals here, my deadlines, and that we actually do launch sometime in June. So please be on the lookout for that, and thank you for following these comics if you have been. They're hard to find because I've just mostly been putting them online, and then I started making them exclusive to Patreon. But soon everyone will be able to see all the Juju stories that I've ever made.